Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode is about Will Smith from Philly. Nah, not that one. Not that one. This dude was a designer. He got his game. You know what I'm saying? He was out here locking them down with the fashion. He was out here doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Big dog. He was one of the best in his profession at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was top tier. He was that dude you had to go, oh snap, word. You know what I mean? So please do your research on this brother, Will Smith. Again, not the same one you talking about. They both from Philly. Just saying. We even talk about that a little bit, but that ain't what we here to do. This is what we doing, man. This is this episode right now. Before I go any further, I want to say rest in peace to Adana Lewis and to Sly Stone. Wednesday, while doing the show, doing a quick little tribute to Sly Stone, things happened while we was in recovery mode, trying to figure out what was going on. Jumped on social media, and he was like, yo, Adana Lewis has passed. Here's the crazy part. BET celebrated 25 years of BET Awards over the weekend or whatever, right? Or whenever they celebrate. I don't watch BET. That ain't the point. Adana Lewis dies Wednesday. And they're like, MTV. Like, nah, son. BET Teen Summit. We're not even talking about when they had the thing when they got rid of Video Soul. There was a show that they replaced it with, and she was, I think it was her. She was the host of that. We ain't even talk about that joint. We're talking about Teen Summit. Teen Summit on a Saturday. Just breaking the gym, letting the kids talk. I think Jada Smith is on an episode of Teen Summit questioning Eazy-E's language about women. That's how, like, yo, that. And it's weird. Because, like I said, BET is celebrating that 25 years of BET Awards. And if you're old enough to remember pre-Viacom sellout, buyout, or however you want to call it, BET was a whole different beast. You know what I'm saying? A whole different beast. If you can even go, I'm pre-Rap City. That's a whole different beast. Video Vibrations used to come on after Video Soul in the daytime. So, matter of fact, let me break y'all off something real crazy, because I used to do this in the summer. Video Soul used to come on in the summer from 1 to 3. And the same joint that you saw at 1 to 3 would come on again at night at 8 to 10. Right? 9 to 11, my bad, not 8 to 10. 9 to 11. Here's how I used to get my money. I watched Video Soul. On Fridays was the countdown. Fridays was the top 20 countdown. I watched that whole joint and I catch up with people. Yeah, you know what's going. And right when Video Soul about to come on, a couple of people will see videos. Yeah, you know what's gonna be number 10. You know what's gonna be number 1. For real. What's gonna be number 1? Boom, boom, boom. I bet you $5. Word. I bet you $5. I bet you a couple of dollars. Who wanna roll with me on that? Get my money. Because then I think sometimes on Saturdays they play it again. That ain't the point. Point is, I get my money. I was out here banging them in the head. I don't even know if anybody, at least in my area, had even caught on that joint come on earlier in the day. Nobody knew. What we did know was Video Soul, Video Vibrations would come on about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And no, 3 to 4. 3 to 5. Then there was Video LP. Then there was Video LP came on at 5:30. So who knows? But anyway, that's old BET. Video Vibrate. Look, pre-Rap City. Let me tell y'all something. Pre-Rap City, Video Vibrations had a rap week once a quarter. It was Rap Week. That's Rap Week. They didn't call it Hip Hop Rap Week. They gave you a week of nothing but rap videos for one whole week. A lot of times, because we're talking 85, 86, 87, 88. So they're playing whatever's hot right now, plus old stuff, because then they were also still trying to go, okay, some of the stuff we're not going to play. So it was like, oh snap, it was cool to catch a quick little, and sometimes they did that. They had quick little blocks. Like, you catch up with that Heavy D joint, Big Stuff. You know what I'm saying? You catch up with the Big Stuff and we got our own thing. And Somebody Love Me for Me was be a joint that they go to commercial. They come back, Rock Him, I Ain't No Joke, Follow the Leader, Microphone Fiend, and come back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could catch it like that. LL Cool J, I'm that type of guy. I'm bad. I need love. You know what I'm saying? And then they go to the break and they come back. But that was it. There was no Rap City at that time. It was Video Vibrations, and you got that Rap Week. I'm that dude. I'm old enough to remember when Video Soul would go off, it was local DMV news. Like, everything they was telling you was local DMV news. It was, you knew more about what was going on in DC and Maryland and Northern Virginia just as much as you knew around your way. That they had local news. Then they had the light-skinned brother. I might be messing his name up, so I'm not gonna say it. I think it's Ed Gordon or Bradley, something like that. Light-skinned dude. He really blew up when he was the first dude to get the interview with OJ on BET. Actually, that's when a lot of eyes started jumping, because he got that interview on BET. I'm breaking y'all off right now if you don't understand what this is. That joint would jump. 12 o'clock, Midnight Love. Boom. Midnight Love was the place where we found out New Kids on the Block with white dudes. You know what I'm saying? They had that slow jam. Their first song was a slow jam. Sounded like New Edition. We just thought it was a new edition. Okay, well, who's these dudes? You know what I'm saying? There was the Boys. There was a couple of other groups. So we just figured it was just another new group. Man, the video comes on. It's a black and white video, and it's these white dudes, and they just singing. And everybody's like, yo. MTV gets a whiff of this. And next thing you know, they hanging tough. And all that old wild stuff. Like, never even went back to that kind of music. You know what I'm saying? They try to do the same thing with Color Me Back. That ain't the point. Point is, those were the joints. You know what I'm saying? That was how you got your little slow joint on. They had a jazz section. On the weekends, they did history and they did movies. For those who knew, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, there was a Jamaican show called The Desmonds. You know what I'm saying? Or you had they had a show called Sanford. It was Fred Sanford without Lamont. And we, for the longest time, thought it was brand new. We thought this was a BET exclusive. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like the 2000s when you realize, oh yeah, he came back, and the show didn't really take off like it did in the 80s. But so it was like, oh, it was kind of just fresh off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't go nowhere, and it was easy to scoop up for some content for BET. I'm like, yo, this is brand new. What is this? Fred Sanford and a white dude, and yo, what is this? And if it wasn't that, it was 227. Then you had the Video Soul. Then you had the joint Rachel. Oh my God, the Caribbean joint on the Sundays. Yo, that was BET. They had Our Voices, Sunday Talk with with the pundits, talking heads, chopping it up. Church. Yeah, BET was official back then. HBCU football on Saturdays. They were official back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. I have no problem with what BET has become. But when people go Adonna Lewis, and they'll tell you they remember Sia, the AI animated broad, or they'll remember putting on the hits dude, but they don't remember her. It's like, oh, what we talking about here, B? That's like not remembering the mayor of Rap City and Prince DeJean and all that. But you like, yo, and I don't even know who came in after Tigger. So it's like, I remember Tigger. You don't even remember Joe Claire and Big Les? Oh, we can't have a conversation about BET then. We can't, nah, son, we can't. Donnie Simpson? Sherry Carter? Sherry Carter on Video LP, Sherry Carter. Nah, oh, okay. Yeah, nah, we can't have that conversation then, B. Madeline was, she did Video LP. Common said it, which the Madeline was back on Video LP. Raps I make up like blacks do excuses. Yeah, we're in that BET. If you can't go back like that, I can't rock with y'all. Like this, those was the wild days. Somewhere like Miss Cleo and Sylvester Stallone mama was out here battling to get your money to tell you what your future gonna be. Them joints, you know what I'm saying? The rough side of the mountain joints. Yo, they had a wild commercial, yo. It was some dudes sitting on the couch and some chicks. This is the 80s, by the way. This is the 80s, late 80s. They sitting at the couch and they playing some joints from the 60s and the 70s, and everybody just slows down. I'm like, hold on, y'all ain't playing like no Bobby Brown. Y'all ain't playing no Teddy Pendergrass. Y'all playing some old stuff. Y'all playing the Shy-Lights and the Dramatics and the Delphonics. Y'all ain't playing no Levert. And they just out here slow jamming, and everybody, like, the whole joint looks so broke down. Like, if you look at them if you could find those old videos, old commercials, yo, won't nobody put into them joints at all. At all. You know what I'm saying? They used to do a sports break. And again, all DMV. They were telling you how the Capitals were doing, telling you how the Redskins was doing, because there was no Ravens at that time. They were telling you what the Bullets was doing. It was like, yo, what are we doing right now? She's from that era. No disrespect to whatever her MTV run was. When I think of her, I'm thinking BET. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We gotta respect the legacy of BET. Sometimes I feel like there needs to be, we need to go out here and hit people up like, yo, son, BET used to be black. Blackity black. Ridiculously black. The commercials were black. Black. Crazy. But anyway, that's all. I just feel weird when I see stuff like that, man. It's like, yo, for real? I and people just roll with it. And it's like, yo, nah, son, we gonna act like that ain't that. Okay. This weekend, this is the parade, right? $90 million is what they saying. We can't spend money on this, that, and the third, but they willing to do that. They got this joint, and then there's all this other stuff going on with ICE. You got somebody out there, you got a sheriff or whatever out in Florida talking about what will go down if you start acting out where he at. We got tanks, son. They gonna have tanks down the street. You know the last time we had tanks, it was to keep black people from going to school. That's what we're doing right now. We're celebrating this dude's birthday, even though they claim we're not, but we all know we are, right? Yeah, okay, cool. This is what we're talking about. The contradiction. You can't tell us it's about one thing, but then it's about this. I'm not going to get into the dictatorship, because whatever happens at this point, he was voted in. People are still backing him in support of anything he says and anything he does. The media has now taken a strong stance to not be as critical to him, right? They've fallen back. Like, if you look at how they were going in on Trump his first run, and you look at what they're doing now, yeah, they have relaxed a lot. They have allowed this man to say some wild stuff and not really question anything for real. They are just they're like, yo, they want to make sure that they're in the mix and they don't get caught up. That is what I'm talking about. That is what you need to realize. This is what's going on, and there's so much that's happening, and we're getting distracted. ICE is a distraction. The beef with Elon was a distraction, because now they're not even talking about it anymore, right? It was a distraction. You know what I'm saying? This parade is a distraction. They're still doing what they were doing. It's still going down how it's going down. They're still going through hearings for all kind of stuff. You're not hearing about these hearings. There's things that are being put in play. There's bills being passed we're not hearing about. There's bills being proposed we're not hearing about. And everybody is falling victim because that's the gotcha moment. These are the gotcha moments. It's crazy to imagine what's really going on. So a lot of times I feel like we purposely just want to not be aware. We just want that surprise to happen. Like, oh, look what happened. Look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in a weird space right now. It's summertime. It don't even feel like summer. Ain't nothing summerish about this right here. Like, it feels less like another time. Schools feel like a weird spring, not even spring break. It feels like COVID. You know what I'm saying? Remember how like COVID was just, people barely were out and they didn't really move around. Like, yeah, people aren't really moving. And I know somebody, wherever you are, you're listening, you're like, it's cracking out here, but it ain't cracking everywhere. It ain't cracking everywhere, and for multiple reasons. It's not cracking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? This joint ain't really cracking like that no more. Everybody ain't really out like that. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't afford to be. Some people are scared to be. You know what I'm saying? This is a weird space. You know what I haven't really heard people doing? Pride parades. I ain't heard nothing about nobody's pride parade. The game ain't the same, son. You know what I'm not hearing? People talk about what they're gonna do for Juneteenth. The game ain't the same. This is a different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? This is June. June is supposed to be bumping. You supposed to be able to look no matter where you live, when you're out on the streets, systems are booming, people are out, girls are looking pretty, dudes are just being dudes. You know what I'm saying? You get some dudes, y'all know how we do. You know what I'm saying? You go to the spot to go shopping, it's packed. Go to the beach, it's packed. When you go to this, that, the third, it's packed. And you know what I'm saying? Traffic used to be crazy in the summertime. You gotta leave a whole 30 to 40 minutes to even try to get to where you think you're trying to get to. Like, yo, I'm already prepared for the jam, so I'm gonna leave 30 minutes first so I can just know I'm about to be stopped for another 30 minutes. So, yo, you left a whole hour early to get to where you needed to get to. That was what it was in the summer. Especially we talking games, the show coming through, who gonna come through on stage. Nobody's really moving right now. Like I said, I know some people are like, yo, we outside here. Summertime. When you get older, you realize there's a difference in summers. You know what I'm saying? There's the beginning of summer, school just let out. It's flooded. You can't move. It's elbow to elbow everywhere you go because everybody's excited. By August, you know what I'm saying? School's getting ready to start for a lot of us. School has already started for some of us. It's back to the regular rigmarole. That's where we're at. We're in August vibes in June. June is you ain't supposed to be able to really hit this. Like I said, it's supposed to be a party every day on the street. You're supposed to hear kids until it really get dark. Because it don't start getting dark till like 9. You know what I'm saying? 8:52, that's when you start even getting the magic hour. 9:05, that's when the sun completely down and the street lights come on. 9:05 is when the street lights come on. Chirp, chirp, chirp by 7 o'clock now. Ain't nobody out by 7 o'clock now. These streets is not as busy. You know what I'm saying? These Friday nights ain't packed like that no more. Like I said, on a regular. Because when you go here, yeah, sure. When you go there, it's not though. When you go over there, it's not though. The traffic to get from A to B is supposed to be, you know what I mean? We ain't moving no more. This is weird, B. This is a different thing. And like I said, everybody has their reasons. You got the whole thing with the ice. You got the whole thing with just people being weird. You got the whole thing where the money's funny because the prices are outrageous. Like, the prices are ridiculous. Like, the way they're trying to charge you now, you're just like, dude, is this really what y'all talking about? We charging for this like that? Oh yeah, I ain't doing that. We good there, B. We are straight. You know what I'm saying? We need to bring the bootleg man back. I'm about to Somebody know somebody who got good power on their phone to let them live stream the whole show. We ain't gonna be paying all that kind of money to go see that. We good over here. That it's just different, man. And we're to the point, like, even the dudes who like to front on they stunting ain't fronting on they stunting right now. I can only afford these shoes. I can't afford to do all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm gonna go out to this show with my old joints on, or I'm gonna get some new joints and just stand outside the building and look cool. Like it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Dudes ain't out here splashing like that no more. Like the game is crazy. It's all over the place now. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I don't really want to get all crazy on it because it's a wild joint and this has been a weird week. Got sick. That coughing up the joint, you know what I mean? Fever for no reason, yeah. I was breathing and it sounded like arguments was happening outside. I'd inhale and then you be hearing like, I'm looking out the window, what? Then I just happened to stop and I'm like, oh snap, that's me. Oh snap, my woof. That, I was bad, y'all. But we back. Do what we do. Let's get into what we gotta get into. Will Smith. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Yeah. We gonna do what we do all the time, right? Father's Day is coming. Happy Father's Day to all y'all out there. All y'all people. And only the fathers. I don't need none of y'all chicks out here like, I'm a single mother. I've been holding it down for... Now, you had Mother's Day. You should have doubled up on Mother's Day. There ain't no doubling up. Single fathers don't double up on Mother's Day. They'll be like, yeah, I'm a mama too. Like, nah, we understand that. Women be like, yeah, and I'm the daddy. No, you're just the mom. You're a strong woman who's holding the family down, doing her thing independently. Salute you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Stop. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're going to go out here and try to pee standing up don't make you a man. Don't do that. Some of y'all out here ain't shaving and your whiskers are getting kind of thick. That don't make you a man. Y'all need to go shave. Y'all be out here just all facial haired up. Ain't nothing sexy about that. Like, why you out here with facial hair, mama? I ain't trying to impress nobody. That ain't even the point. Like, carnival days is over. Carny life is dead. Come on now. Let that go out here looking like Michael McDonald off of On My Own. This is how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Hey, you ever see that dude, that video? And they put the silhouette on him. Straight Chewbacca, son. Straight Chewbacca. The silhouette is Chewbacca all day. I'm just saying. Benny, let me get ready to get up out of here. Thanks for listening. East Coast, West Coast. Look at that video with Michael McDonald. On My Own, Patti LaBelle. It's a silhouette where he's at the balcony or something like that, and it's, yeah. Then you look at, then go find some Star Wars joint. Yeah. Just saying. I'm just saying, son. On My Own was the big dog joint too. On My Own had everybody out here. That was the look, we ain't even get into that. We gotta get ready to let the show go. Let's get into the show. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Let's do what we do. Okay, look. I'm gonna tell y'all, there's a few mess ups. We live, baby. Hey, but it's wild because the stuff I was trying to get to, I couldn't get to like I wanted to. Then all of a sudden it was like, it was like, what you know about me? What you know about me? Hit my head. I was like, yo, you know what? Let's just test it out. Either it is or it ain't. Because there was a lot of joints out here. If things was freezing up, I'm like, we gotta be a little more realer than this, man. You know who we ill. Salute, though. This is how we do. Hey, yo, I know I talked about what's your mans and them. Your mans from PM Dawn, right? But don't tell me. Please do not tell me Lil Mama another one. There's somebody out there. Yeah. We all know somebody who look like Lil Mama. We all know some, and just be out here wailing. Like the whole vibe is like, you know, like you can't go nowhere in public with her because it's about to be on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you were young, like, and you young, and your mama and them people go, hey, I saw your kid out there with a little shorty. She was up in the supermarket just wild. She was in Food Lion just roaring because she was in Food Lion. That was her thing. I'm like, what? My mama's like, what? You hanging out with that crazy girl? Up in the food line, roaring? Mama, she cute though. She retarded. Don't be hanging out with her. You got everybody out here going, what's wrong with your kid? Come messing with this. I don't care how cute she is. Roaring in the food lion. She was in food lion. She was a lion for the food. Oh my God. No. Don't be out here doing it. Don't go nowhere with her. You know what I'm saying? Can't be going places where just wilding. You know what I'm saying? And they the one and be starting messages with people. Be loud when they talk about somebody super and yeah. Look at her. Her feet dirty and her jellies clean. For all those who remember the jellies, she was the opposite. Her feet was dirty, but her jellies was clean. Like, why your jellies clean? She ain't even got good jelly. She got them Belo's jelly. That Belo's is the supermarket they used to sell shoes in that watermelon bunker when the watermelon was gone. But I'm just saying, that type of joint. That was the joint. Her man, her daddy is a hustler, so she got all the fly joints. She's out here with the feline joints on. She got the, you know what I'm saying? She got the spray paint joints with the because back in the day, like Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes took it over, but back in the day when we was coming up, it was Mickey Mouse in them. So she got the Mickey joints, cooled out with the salt and pepper dye in her hair. You know what I'm saying? Door knocker earrings. We all in the 5th and 6th grade, but she got the door knockers with the dye. She swears she salt and pepper with the leather on. Yeah, out here just talking crazy about people. Like, look at you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Shorties be talking to her. Like, hey, girl, what's the answers for number 5? I know you need a breath mint. Don't be coming at me like that. My nose hurt. Miss Thomas, she cheating off me and her breath stink. Do one or the other, girl. Then she got to fight. They out here fighting. She never wins a fight. You know what I mean? Them be the brides. Like, chicks who look like Lil Mama never win a fight, but they talk heavy. They talk. Little breasts, they ain't got no breasts, but it be out. Chest be out. They ready. They willing to go hard body. You know what I'm saying? Nah, little mamas fall back a little bit. You can't, nah. A lot of them, by the time they get to high school, they find their path and they run track. them be the chicks who all of a sudden they run track, they good at track all of a sudden. She been running her whole life. She know. Talk real greasy and gotta run 4 blocks. 4 blocks. You be like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Then she out here winning state championships and everything, going to the tryouts for the Olympics, running past college and grown men, grown women. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Lil Mamas. All them Lil Mamas is like that. Every time you see somebody who looks like Lil Mama, just realize them be the ones. Them be the ones for a hot minute you think they gay, and then all of a sudden they end up pregnant, and nobody ever knows who the dad is. Like the dude is some dude who don't live nowhere near anybody. It was some dude who came through for the summer to be with his grandma. He ain't even coming back ever. You know what I'm saying? She on Facebook. As soon as Facebook start, she out here typing in nicknames. And old school Facebook ain't do nicknames. So they just like, I don't even know what this is. Who's Junebug? What is a Junebug? God dang it. Then all of a sudden Junebug pop up. Hey Junebug, I want to let you know you got a kid. His name is Tavares. I ain't got no kids. I ain't do nothing with you. You don't remember that time we did it in my mama's house when they weren't home? No, we didn't do it. We did it a little bit. I just had a little bit. That's all it takes. That's what they say. That's all it takes. We was practicing and experimenting. Here's the results. He up here like, yo, we gonna have to go to Maury. Maury go to Maury and he ready to do backflips and point and tell the crowd he was right. And, you know what I'm saying? And the results say you are the father. And he just like, he kicking furniture. he doing the shorty run off to the backstage. And she just, Lil Mama just holding the kid. Like, I told him it was his baby a long time ago. I don't know why thank you for the tickets to come here. How did we get home? Because I don't know if y'all know, how you get home is on your joint. They'll fly you out. How you get back is another thing. They like, yo, we paid for the hotel. How you getting back is on you. She just like, how we gonna get back? He up in the corner. Maury up here trying to console him. Like, hey, bruh, it happens, man. like you're a father now, or you gonna take responsibility. Man, I got things on my plate back home, man. I got a whole wife now. Oh man, I can't. Oh my God, I can't stand her. And then they got to put her on witness protection because the way he went off on TV, and we all remember Jenny Jones about a good 10 years before that. You never know, man. You never know. Ain't nobody wants to turn on the TV and be like, yo, Maury out here about to go to court because somebody ain't want to be a daddy to a child that he ain't know he produced when he was in high school. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I don't know why I just went down this wild road, but this is what we do, man. This is how we get down. So to get past all that, let's do what we do like this. Take it from the top. We gonna take it from the top like this moment in black history. I ain't do the Don Cornelius to it. I ain't do the Soul Train to it. I ain't did that in a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe next time. Next time we gonna do this moment. We gonna do it like that. I just love that, and that's the voice I love too. I love that voice. That voice always make me want to get a Coke and some Blue Magic grease. Brought to you by Slit Smoke Liquor Bull. You be like, what? Little kids. It's like, I don't even understand the Don Cornelius understand who his audience was. It was a bunch of kids. Coke 45. Like, what? Oh my God. Then he did, because he was like, just for me, hair products. He like, yeah, the S-curve. What? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's what we gonna do like this. We gonna talk about my man, Will Smith. Now, let me correct myself right here. Will Donnell Smith. Word up. Bring it off like he was a fashion designer. You know what I'm saying? He was that dude. He was regarded as one of the most successful black designers in the fashion industry. You know what I'm saying? At one point in time, my man was born out there in Philly in 1948. You know what I'm saying? This is what we talking about right here. This is what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? And he was out here doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? His grandmother, his peoples helped get him into an internship and do fashion and designing clothing for Elizabeth Taylor. Like, he was out here doing this. Look what I just hit y'all off with. I just hit y'all off with some gangster right there, right? You know what I'm saying? This dude was out here doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? In 67, he was doing what he was doing, pursuing his movement, getting down there in New York. You know what I'm saying? He came through with models. He ended up connecting with dudes. You know what I'm saying? He was the lead designer for a junior sportswear label. You know what I'm saying? Back at one point, he was out here rocking them. You know what I'm saying? He was rocking them. He was doing stuff for people at designer shows, walkthroughs. Then we started to clothe people for like award shows and all that. He was rocking them. He was hitting them in the head. You know what I mean? His first real get down was like around in the late 70s. You know what I'm saying? He was out here bumping. You know what I mean? In 82, he produced his first collection, you know what I'm saying, of stuff out there with menswear. He was this guy, the Will Wear. You know what I'm saying? His own joint, Will Wear. He was like, yo, I got this. Collaborations. He was out here connected with a lot of people, doing a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? This guy was everywhere. You looked up, he was doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? This is why we talk about people like this. Rocking, hitting them in the head. You know what I mean? Now, in 87, you know what I'm saying? He went to the hospital, you know what I'm saying? And he had the shingles. Wow. And pneumonia. That's crazy, son. You know what I'm saying? And he also, it was all of this came through an AIDS-related situation, which he was unaware that he was even HIV positive. You know what I'm saying? This right here is what we talking about. You know what I mean? Smith was openly gay and was always trolling people and became a spokesman at one point to about AIDS awareness. This is where we at right here. This is what we do. This is how we get down. You know what I'm saying? Just in case y'all didn't know, yes. Will Donnell Smith was gay. I don't want y'all to be out here because brother is from Philly, and then be like, yeah, C said Will Smith gay. He been gay the whole time. Yeah, I knew, yeah. I mean, ain't nobody really gonna be out here and stay with Jada while she in tomboy mode. You know what I mean? Y'all be seeing Jada. Like, yeah, early 90s Jada, I could get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can understand that Minister Society Jada, I get it. What's a couple of other movies and stuff? But then by the time Set It Off came and she was in, she won't really, you know, maybe even Nutty Professor Jada could get it. But this new Jada, when she just out here looking like Teddy Savalas and all that, old Lex Luthor, and nah, son, nah. I knew something was up with Will. Yeah, son. You know, he was in a movie and he kissed the dude. It was a love-making scene. Brokeback Mountain type joint. I knew, like, nah, son, he ain't gonna have me out here being gay. You know what I'm saying? We can talk like I'm gay, but ain't gonna be no kissing. Like, y'all, we can act like we face off with each other. You get the nice camera angle and tilt our head like it happened. Nah, ain't no close-ups with his tongue and my tongue, like doing a little tangle up in each other's mouths. That's super gay. Nah, B. Nah. Will Smith did it. I told y'all Will was really gay. Yeah, ain't no way, yeah. Nah, not that Will Smith. Will Donnell Smith. Just happened to be a coincidence, same name, happened to be coincidence, born in the same place. That's all. Don't want nobody out here trying to put me up on that joint, and then you look it up, and the wild part is when you look up Will Smith, that's the first person, the one we all know gonna come up first, not even the baseball player. So, yeah, let's do what we do and get back into this music. Will Smith, salute. I'm still mad about that smack, but other than that, we good. You know what I mean? Let's go.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.